Maple Leafs head coach Craig Berube reveals major details on Auston Mathews' injury status, and it's going to play a huge factor heading into the regular season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Also, we have an update on that very scary Drew Doughty injury from last night, so you're going to want to stick around on this episode of Hat Trick HQ. Before we get into it, we got to say that almost 71% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you're not subscribed, you want to keep up to date on the latest NHL news, make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, let's jump right into the first topic of the video today, and that's this is scary. And obviously, if you guys missed it last night, there was a very scary situation that happened in the LA Kings versus Nashville Predators preseason game, and we're just gonna bring it up here. This picture, it doesn't look good. I mean, if we just take a look here, Drew Doughty went hard into the boards. Actually, it was against Vegas. I thought it was Nashville, but it was against Vegas. Pietrangelo hit Doughty. It just went awkwardly into the boards. There wasn't no ill intent to this hit at all, but as you can take a look at his left ankle, he went foot first into the boards and his ankle just buckled underneath him, and it was a very scary situation last night. A lot of people said maybe he's going to be out for the season here because it looked so bad. If you haven't seen the video, make sure to take to X, Twitter, whatever you like to call it, to check it out because it is crazy. But Frank Cervelli actually gave us an update on Drew Doughty today and how he's doing. He did get an x-ray on that left ankle last night where it did reveal that he had a fracture in these schedules. You have more scheduled imaging for tomorrow, and hope is that it's only a fracture and no additional structural damage such as, torn ligaments, because that will just require surgery and he'd had to be out for an extended period of time if that was the case. Hopefully it is not. As of right now, the timeline is to be determined, and this is horrible news for LA Kings and their fan base in general. I mean, Drew Doughty has been their number one guy in LA his whole career. He has been the face of that franchise, has been such a great defenseman for them, such a great likable guy, likable personality as well. One of my favorite defensemen in the league, no doubt about it. And going into the season, he's getting a bit older. A lot of people had a lot of, doubts on him if he can still play at that top level that we know from Drew Doughty. But I think this guy still got it. He's kind of like a guy where age doesn't affect him like a Sidney Crosby. So hopefully that this isn't a serious injury, because if it is, there are some young guys that got there like a Jordan Spence who are going to have to step up big time to fill that role of Drew Doughty, because that's a tough role to fill. So hopefully that he isn't out for a long period of time. I don't suspect him to be back right away, but I hope, just that he gets better and that he can come back and be the defenseman we all know and love. From want to hear your guys' thoughts on that Doughty injury down below in the comment section. We're going to get into the second topic of the video. So it might be a little bit of a short one, but these rookies are shocking everybody. And yes, going into this season, there has been a huge Calder debate upon two of the hottest rookies in the NHL right now. Of course, we're talking about Macklin Celebrini and Matvei Michkov. These are the two most talked about names in hockey right now when it comes to the youngsters coming up. And so far through one preseason games, they haven't disappointed. If we just take a look at Macklin Celebrini here, through one game, he has a goal and an assist, which is great. He's been looking good for this San Jose Sharks team right now. He is really the only bright spot that they have as a franchise. Sorry, Sharks fans, if you're watching this. But then we also have Philadelphia, who got Matvei Michkov, a guy who we weren't sure if he was going to make his way over from Europe, but he did and has played and got 2 assists in his first preseason game. And I mean, we've seen other, rookies come in like Easton Cowan on Toronto, for example. They haven't put any points up on the board as I'm recording this. And now we have Michkov and Celebrini, who have proven that they can play with the big dogs. Well, at least in the preseason. In the regular season, it's a whole different animal. But it's great to see these guys get out to a hot start. And I suspect throughout this regular season, we're going to see these guys battling back and forth for this Calder Trophy. I think it's going to be a tight race, a tighter race than years previous. So I hope between these two guys, some other guys, maybe like a Lane Hudson, if he gets into the regular season, will be a nice battle between all three. And it's just going to be a fun season if you like hunting for young guns in those hockey packs, like myself and some guys here on the channel too. But really can't wait to see how Celebrini and Michkov translate into the regular season. Right now, they're looking pretty good. Let me know what you think down below. Who do do you got winning the Calder? My pick right now is going to be Matvei Michkov. I'm going to put it out there. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. We're going to get into the big topic of the video today, which is huge update on Mathews' injury. And yes, in yesterday's video or the other day's video, we talked about Auston Mathews being out with an upper body injury, and it was kind of swept under the rug. We don't really know what's happening with Auston Mathews. Nobody has come out to say what this injury was. All we know is that it was an upper body injury. But today we got some fantastic news for you Toronto Maple Leafs fans, because Auston Mathews skated in the optional skate this morning, got out. It was a short skate and got out and looked good, and maybe he's back in the shape. We also got some quote from head coach Craig Berube here, where he said it wasn't a long morning skate, but he's doing well. It's great to see him out there. Obviously, here it's a big update, hearing that he's doing well, that he's on his way to getting back onto the ice. They also went on to say in this article that Auston Mathews was slated to play in that preseason game tonight against Montreal. Obviously, that game is ongoing right now as I'm recording this video, and he hasn't been in that lineup, and it's unfortunate because obviously it's not a big game. It's a preseason game. It is a Montreal and Toronto game, however, which, to some players is a big game. So not having him in the lineup there, obviously it sucks to see. I don't suspect we will see Auston Mathews for the remainder of this preseason, just to keep him healthy and get him ready to go for this regular season. It's a big update though from Craig Berube, just to hear that he's doing well. First, a couple days ago, he said it wasn't a serious injury at all, and now hearing that he's out skating on the ice, getting around, testing the body out to see if he's going to be able to play maybe in this last preseason game or holding off for the regular season. I think the best option here is for him to just continue going on with his recovery, continue to get that work done by the off-ice physicians so he can get back out on the ice for opening night, and I think this is what we'll see from Auston Mathews. But it's obviously great news to hear that it's not getting any worse, it's only getting better. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Auston Mathews' injury down below in the comment section. We're going to get everybody's favorite topic here on the channel, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to our boy Martin. Shout out to you, Martin. You've been supporting the channel here for quite some time. I love seeing your support down below in the comment section. It really means a lot to us. He says, you got Nyes, McMahon, and Domi on the left wings. Pacioretty is a shoe-in currently. Robertson could be the odd man out. And I know this is what I said when they first signed Pacioretty to the PTO. I said, obviously this guy's going to have a good camp, and they're going to like Pacioretty, and they're going to want to sign him. Right now, they don't have the money. They need to make a move. We talked about that the other day, and now it's seeming like they promised Nick Robertson to be a guy who's going to get more minutes and not be shunned out like he was with Sheldon Keefe. But now they're bringing in Pacioretty, who is looking way better than Robertson and looking like he's going to get into this lineup. So it's going to be an interesting battle between these two for the rest of the preseason and see who ultimately gets into this lineup, because I can't see McMahon, Nyes, or any of these guys that Martin mentioned getting kicked out of the lineup. But appreciate the comment. Love hearing you guys' comments down below in the comment section. If you got a comment, make sure to leave one on this video. It might feature on the next comment of the day. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure down below hit that like button. It helps push these videos out to all the NHL fans on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 5,000 before the start of the regular season. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure down below and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to check out a video, more in-depth talk about that Pacioretty situation, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host, KC. We'll catch you in the next one.